Hey everyone, we are at Disney's Hollywood Studios today. We're gonna go grab lunch at the Hollywood Brown Derby.
This is one of our favorites. We've done a vlog before, but we love it so much that we just have to come back.
Absolutely. The food here is always good. I love the ambiance of this place. And it's been so long since we've been in the park, we decided to redo it anyway, even though we already have a video, because we just love it that much.
Anything that's stuck in like this time era, we're a huge fan of it.
Absolutely,
so
yeah.
It's worth the visit again, absolutely.
All right, let's go check it out. We just sat down and I love the fact that we're sitting in a booth. So the Hollywood Brown Derby, if you don't know, is actually based on a real restaurant that actually existed in the golden age of Hollywood. And it looks almost exactly the way it did back then. The only difference is they put tables and chairs in the center of the restaurant, probably to accommodate large families. But in the real Hollywood Brown Derby back in the day, it was only these style of booths that existed. So I'm always excited when we get to sit in the booth. I've said this a million times, I'm an old soul. I love old Hollywood glam, so this is one of my favorite dining experiences in Walt Disney World.
And because Mike's an old soul, he's converted me as well. So I like the look of this place. It definitely has that aura of the golden era of Hollywood. And I love the caricatures that they have up on the walls as well. So I'm excited about this place. This place is always a great experience. So we're gonna review the menu, make some selections, and look forward to an amazing time. So they did provide us with a touchless menu where again you scan your QR code for the actual food, but I think because their cocktail menu is so expansive that they actually still kept the physical one for us to peruse. I think it's a double-sided menu, so we have some choices to make because you know we love our cocktails.
Yes, as Steve mentioned, they have quite the cocktail list, and I love these kind of cocktails. They're those vintage style Hollywood cocktails. One drink that's really caught my eye is this Hollywood Manhattan. I love Manhattans, but I'm not sure if I want to do brown liquor for lunch today. So another one that's got my eye is the classic Martini Flight. That sounds like a lot of fun.
And not to shock you all, I'm not ordering bourbon for my drink for lunch, so I'm going with the Martini Flight as well. So I'm excited about this, and we'll see if I like one over the other, and maybe I might go with a full martini after that. They are like little tiny cute little martini glasses you guys will see here in a bit. So as we mentioned, we're starting out with the Martini Flight. The Martini Flight has 3 different types of unique martinis. I'm gonna start with the pomegranate one because I'm pretty sure that's gonna be my least favorite, so we'll start off with that. I actually love like the scale, the size of these tiny little martini glasses. They're really cute. All right, I can already tell you it's gonna be very juice forward, so anybody that likes a juice cocktail, this one will probably be yours. Yeah, it's a juice-based cocktail. So it kind of tastes like high C. Like it's very much like very focused on the juice. I'm not getting much of the liquor at all in there. So if you're not liquor forward in your drinks, this is probably the martini for you. Cheers. So there's usually a divided house on people like their martinis a certain way. This is a vodka-based martini. The other one's going to be a gin-based martini. I can go either way, but sometimes I prefer the vodka martini, which is not the classic way you should do it. Mike is all gin all day long. So I like the variety here because I enjoy all the different spirits that are represented in a martini. So here we are with the Nola's Gin Martini. Time to try it. I'm gonna have to order a full-size one of these. This is so good. So for those that have tried gin, are a fan of gin, maybe tried it once, not a huge fan of it. But gin tastes different based on what it's infused with. So a lot of people think that evergreen, pine needle, like pine sol flavored gin is the only way it goes. This is an example of how it's different. This is more on botanicals and on that juniper flavor. So you get a little bit more of a floral flavor with this gin, and I absolutely love it. So good.
And to go with our Martini Flights, they also brought us a little bowl of some dinner rolls, and they served it with some butter that's sprinkled with red Hawaiian sea salt.
So the thing I love about this bread is it comes out warm, and it has that nice like crunch on the outside. It's definitely like a little tiny French baguette. This is my kind of dinner roll, so I love it. Again, the butter is not room temperature, so it does tear it a bit, but with the added sea salt, I'm a big fan.
So I just took a bite of the dinner roll. It's okay. It's a classic traditional dinner roll that we're all used to, we've all had before. I do think you definitely need to have it with the butter and the red Hawaiian sea salt because that's where all that flavor comes in. It takes it to the next level and it's a better way to start your meal. So we decided to go old school and do everything classic, so we're gonna be ordering a lot of the signature items here from Hollywood Brown Derby. We're gonna do the famous Cobb salad. This is finely chopped greens, spit roasted turkey, bacon, egg, tomatoes, crumbled blue cheese, avocado, chives, Cobb dressing, and because we know that Steve doesn't like tomatoes, we did ask for the tomatoes on the side, but there's a lot going on with this salad. It's going to be delicious.
So as you can see, we just received our Cobb salad. They prepare it tableside and everything is nicely shredded, so they mix it all together and it makes this beautiful presentation of a salad that I know I'm gonna enjoy. I did order the tomato on the side because I'm not a big fan of raw tomato, but I did forget that they have avocado in this, and Mike, you'll have to be careful with that avocado, but the flavors in this are amazing. It's the perfect salad, and I love the fact that it's so integrated with all the different flavors, so every bite is the perfect bite.
I love this salad. It's very refreshing. It's got a lot going for it. It's very, I don't know if you would say a salad is balanced, but like Steve said, because everything is so finely chopped and integrated, every bite is the perfect bite. I love this salad. It's so good.
So the thing I love about this salad is it has all my favorite flavors, which I'm surprised that Mike likes it. The blue cheese comes through very strong, and I love a good blue cheese on a salad. The bacon is in there, the turkey, every single bite is perfect. But the flavors all come together like the best possible salad I can ever have. So this is a home run for me every single time. Make sure you read all the ingredients and make sure this is good for you, because I know sometimes Mike doesn't like blue cheese, but he's a fan of this one. So here we are.
So one thing you may not have known also is that in the real Hollywood Brown Derbies back in the day, this was actually like a star-studded place. You could actually rub elbows with celebrities. This is where Jack Benny, George Burns, Gracie Allen would come for lunch. And I think there's like an I Love Lucy episode as well that takes place in a Brown Derby restaurant. But I was just thinking, the first time we came here where we vlogged it, they had the face characters walking around, and there was Dorma Nesmond who came to our table, and she's obviously a play on the classic character Norma Desmond from Sunset Boulevard. She was such a hoot. I'm almost positive they're not doing that right now because of the times we're in, but I'll go ahead and link that video in the description box below if you want to see what Dorma Nesmond was all about when she was running around Brown Derby.
So as you all know, it's been a long time since we've been in the park, and typically what we like to do with our vlogs is make sure that we give you a variety of different restaurants, make sure that we're trying new things and showing you how to experience parks in different ways. Because it's been so long since we've been here, we wanted to do this one for ourselves. We love this restaurant. This is going to be for us. We hope you guys enjoy it because I think the passion and love that we have for this place is going to translate in the vlog for you all as well. So if we're going to come back here several times, we think it's that good that you guys want to as well.
So I have finished my pomegranate martini, and then I moved on to the, I believe it was Absolute Citron.
The vodka one.
The vodka martini. And now I am going to try the Nolitz Gin Martini. Nolitz Gin is actually one of Steve's favorite gins. So I've had it from time to time. It's very good. Oh yeah. Okay, there we go. There it is. That is probably the best. I'm a gin drinker. That's probably the best martini on this flight. Not that the vodka wasn't good, I just prefer the Nolitz Gin. That is a home run martini for me. And the nice thing about this flight, you can obviously get a full-size version of any of these flavors, so.
So for my entree, I ordered the Wagyu burger. This has a Wagyu patty, pastrami, Gruyere cheese, avocado, heirloom tomato, fried egg, and cognac mustard. This looks amazing. Sometimes I look at a fried egg on top of a burger and I'm like, but I think the extra flavor with the yolk that breaks, it's gonna add a perfect bite. So I'm excited to dive into this.
I ordered the exact same thing Steve did, but that's just a testament to how good this burger is. But one thing I want to touch on, I am loving these giant steak fries they serve with it. They look so delicious. I'm so excited.
This burger looks amazing. It also looks like it's gonna be all over the place. So first bite, here we go. The flavors in this are paired perfectly. The surprising flavor that I get on this is definitely pastrami. You definitely get that peppery meat that comes through on the flavors. And the egg adds that like little bit of extra velvety texture on top of this. All together, this is a great burger. And again, if it's not all over the place, it's not messy, it's probably not that great of a burger. This one, I'm gonna have to use 10 napkins just to get through this meal. But I'm excited about that.
There is nothing more I can say that Steve hasn't already said about this burger. It is so delicious. But one thing I do want to make a point, if you are looking forward to having this burger, make sure you make a lunch reservation because this burger is only available at lunchtime. You can't get it at dinner, unfortunately. I know it may be heavy for lunch, but trust me, it is worth it.
We finished up our Martini flight just to figure out which one we like the best. And I think we are well informed, and we're going with the Nolitz Martini. So again, this is ice cold, which is exactly the way a martini should be, and the flavors I know are going to be exactly like the flight. So cheers. Oh, so good.
All right, as delicious as this burger is, it is very, very filling. As you saw, Steve and I both cut our burgers in half. I've only eaten half of it. I'm gonna stop here because I do want to get dessert. This restaurant is the home of one of my absolute favorite desserts on Disney property. So that's gonna come up next. All right, dessert is here, and for dessert, we got the grapefruit cake. This is vanilla sponge cake with grapefruit syrup, grapefruit cheesecake, and grapefruit jam. This is a Brown Derby original. It is a classic, iconic piece of Disney food history, I believe. And it's actually one of the first recipes I ever made from a Disney cookbook, so I have a special place in my heart for this dessert. It is so delicious. Let's dig in. This is so delicious. The vanilla sponge cake is exactly that. It's sponge-like, it's moist, it's decadent. I love the cheesecake layers in there, and that grapefruit jam that they give it gives it just that little bit of like tart and tang. It's very refreshing and just so delicious.
So I think it's the cheesecake factor of this, but it has a very heavy cream cheese flavor to it, which I absolutely love. And Mike's right with that, like, grapefruit jelly jam. It definitely adds that perfect like combination of something sweet, something tart. Overall, this is, again, kind of, I hate to say it, but it's a well-balanced dessert. It's gonna be something that everybody likes. If you like that like nice cheesecake flavor, but you also like something that's like berry forward or like a sorbet, I think this is a good combination of both of those. For anybody that likes a very dessert flavor, it's good enough. I'm gonna go back for another bite.
I have seen some things online where they think that this is like an overhyped dessert, and I can understand that because it's not like a giant piece of decadent chocolate cake to really finish your meal. It's more of just kind of like that crisp little like send-off. I love a dessert like this. It's kind of like a lemon tart. It's just that little bit of refreshment after a heavy meal. In the past, I feel like they were doing like a trio of desserts, and so if you wanted the grapefruit cake, it was almost like just a little tiny bite. I'm so glad they brought back the classic slice of grapefruit cake that we see here. Something I want to point out, I feel like this restaurant, though it is inside, they have done a very good job with the spatial and social distancing of the tables that they're seating. As you can see, we don't have anyone in the booths on either side of us, and there's nobody sitting at the tables directly across from us either. We almost have this entire area to ourselves, which is really great, and it makes for a more comfortable dining experience. All right, and that wraps up lunch for us here at the Hollywood Brown Derby.
I am so stuffed, but so satisfied. That was a great dining experience.
It really is. We cannot rave about this place enough. If you're gonna make some dining reservations here in Hollywood Studios, definitely give this place a check out.
This is 100% the only place that we would make sure that we're dining if we haven't been back to Hollywood Studios in a long time. So.
Yeah, if we're bringing people that have never been to Disney World, we always make sure we have a lunch or dinner reservation for this spot because it's so much fun. It's such great food. Yeah, absolutely. So let us know in the comments below, have you been to the Hollywood Brown Derby? Give us a thumbs up if you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe. And from our magic family to yours, enjoy.